Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Aiman Shafi'i. Matrix number is 23DLS21F1003.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Sofia Ariana binti Desa. My matric number is 23DLS21F1049 and I'm from DLS2E.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Izzuddin Rosli. My matrix number is 23DLS2NF1053 and I'm from DLS2E.
Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey bin Abdullah. My matrix number is 23DLS21F1007 and I'm from DLS2A.
Hello, Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. My name is Siti Israini binti Mawar. I am from DLS2A. My matrix number is 23DLS21F1025.
For the first, I will talk about delivery delay. The issue is that almost every consumer who bought something from overseas or local will face some problem. As an issue, the most crucial is a delivery delay. For the first, there are many reasons why they had to delay delivery. Maybe because of some issues such as lack of vehicle to be signed out for delivery, system failure that some shippers cannot be operated. Other than that, it may be some problem with the bag which is cargo ship has delayed the journey to the local port. And air freight can be operated due to bad weather. Moreover, there are many links between road transportation, air transportation, sea transportation, and land transportation. If one of them makes some mistake or faces a problem, may lead to a delivery delay. This issue will get some impact on some groups such as shippers, suppliers, the public, and carriers.
For today, I'm going to talk about introduction of sea transport. What is sea transport? So, sea transportation, also known as maritime transport, refer to a means of transport where goods or people are transported via sea routes. Shipping by water has been practiced for thousands of years and remains pivotal to today's global trade. Maritime transport owes its evolution to the development of international trade and to the ever-growing exchange of goods between countries. By definition, maritime transport is actually international. Nowadays, maritime transport is the main means of transport used to ship raw material like oil, coal, cereal and others over long distances. Maritime transport can be realized over any distance by boat, ship, sailboat or barge, over oceans and lakes, through canals or along rivers. Shipping may be commerce, recreation or for military purpose. Here are some of carriers type. Number 1 is versatile cargo, number 2 is container carrier, number 3 is barge carrier, number 4 is bulk carrier, number 5 is fuel carrier and number 6 is chemical carrier. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of sea transport. For the first advantages is ideal for heavy and bulky goods. Number 2 is suitable for product with long lead time. Number 3 is free traffic congestion. And for the disadvantages of sea transport is lower than other transport. Number 2 is bad weather can add further delay. Number 3 is difficult to monitor exact location of goods in transit.
Technical fault in port. In fact, this is a very common cause of delay, which is not so often written by the media. This is especially actual for the developing countries. Outdated equipment, lack of certification and scheduled inspection, non-compliance with safety standard. All this lead to an emergency situation one day, and sometimes it happens because of neglection of employees of the terminal. Remember that this can happen in relation to your cargo. so never neglect the possibility of insurance. By the way, some insurance companies also insecure the risk of ultimately cargo delivery associated with certain event. Weather condition. If your cargo is delivered by sea, the influence of hydrometeorology factors on the controllability of the ship has the most direct relation to terms of delivery of your cargo. The deviation from the route, depending on the weather condition, will require time cost for adjustment of the course. And in case of especially severe storm, even the shelter of the vessel in the nearest safe port, which may in some cases shift the delivery time for 1 to 2 weeks. In case of damage to the vessel as a result of the storm, this period may be even greater.
Next is the impact of delivery delay in sea transportation. For the first one is supplier, which is delay sales and manufacturing. For example, if the container contains raw material this time for a manufacturing plant, production can be held up if delivery is delayed. Likewise, in the case of a container carrying finished goods, the sales to the importer or final consumer will be delayed. The next one is to the carrier, which is busy in solving and arranging the problem. Once there is delivery delay, workers will be busy managing and correcting the information. This will cause the other problems such as lot of parcel, and this is also will give a bad impression to a customer since they have to wait for their goods over the estimated dates. This is also can cause the carrier company get a low rating because of the problem. The net impact is to the shipper, which is insured loss to the shipper company. As we know, shipper is the person or company who is usually the supplier or owner of commodity ship. The supplier won't choose the late delivery shipper's company for delivery anymore. The supplier would choose any other company that can provide a better service and facilities to deal with. The net impact is to the public, which is increase in demand of goods. When the delivery delay, all the goods can be arrived at the exact time at the location it should be. It will cause an increasing demand of goods from the consumers to the product they want. At the same time, the public will lose interest and trust to do business with the current shipper.
There are 3 ways to prevent sea freight delivery delay. First, always maintain an overview of the container. Studies have shown that almost every second, the industrial company experience difficulty with disruption and errors in the supply chain. The delays are most common at interface in the logistic network, such as between external partners or different departments like transport and storage. Supply chain management play a major role in preventing problems with sea freight delivery. Companies such as Ocean Insight are working to develop smart solutions for representing in the supply chain. By consulting reliable sea freight data, they are able to accurately forecast delivery times. Thanks to data analytics and big data, it's now possible to make fairly accurate forecasts regarding the deliveries of sea freight. You can also maintain an overview of the current status of the delivery and the current location with tracking and tracing function. Second, prepare for seasonal challenge. Seasonality affect virtual every industry, causing extreme fluctuation in demand, leading to delay every year. Chinese New Year is one of the biggest causes of the sea freight delivery delays. It is not celebrated on 1st January, but is based on the lunar calendar and lasts for around 15 days. Most companies and factories in China close during this period. As a result, the volume and sea freight usually increase sharply because this period and there is more container traffic at the ports. Planning your freight schedule around this big holiday booms will help you avoid port congestion, possible delay. Create a calendar listing all the seasonal events that have historical cost delay or could create delays in the upcoming year. Plan the make shipment early, or if not urgent, consider delay your shipment until after disruptive period is over. Make sure you have a plan B. Container ships have changed the way that we transport goods around the world. Sea freight has clear advantage as mode transport. It's usually the most cost-effective option, especially with largest quantities and long distance. On the other hand, the transport are longer, and once it is ocean, there are nothing you can do move it any faster. Therefore, it is always to have a plan B and to choose other modes of transport for certain goods. For example, if you're handling an extremely time-sensitive shipment and your sea route is congested, consider selling out for air freight. Although it is more expensive, it's a lot faster than sea transport, and thanks to flight plans which are adapted to meticulously, it's reliable and less susceptible to natural events than sea freight.
In conclusion here, there are many things that cause delivery delay. This situation is an important point between the customer and the seller. The package carrier is an important middleman for the success of the buying and selling process. Therefore, the impact will be felt from all sides. This will especially cause resentment towards the courier users and loss of trust in the courier. Therefore, the responsible party must maintain discipline and upgrade the service. They need to take effective measures to improve courier service and operations. Not only that, have a backup plan to overcome the unwanted happening to prevent any delivery delay from happening. Therefore, efficient measures are necessary to reduce frequent delivery delays.